first of all, we're very, very committed to deal with the environment, and it not only requires government to lead by example, but also citizens that Suzanne has recognized that are deeply involved in the environment itself, in their homes, on their block, in their community, to really educate people how important recycling is to our city and to our nation and to the world. And so we are always seeking to be the international leader as a green city, which is really important for us, whether it's brownfields or remediation or green buildings or green roofs, use of alternative energy, protection of the Great Lakes, or what is happening at Aviation Department, both in Midway and Hare, or Public Building Commission, how you building buildings, how you reconstruct buildings, how you demolish buildings. Everything is really involved in the environment, and all of us have to do a much better job to safeguard our environment in the long run. Unfortunately, you can see what is taking place in the Gulf on a daily basis, which is very sad. But again, when you talk about the environment, you can talk about saving money and creating jobs. And most people think that environment just costs a lot of money, but it's really creating jobs, and it does save money, both in government and the private sector. So how do we do this? We need residents to really take an interest in the environment within their home and look at recycling. Except for construction, demolition, debris, paper is the largest component of the city's waste. So you think of all the paper that you have in your home. You think everything that you purchase some way. You think all that, how much paper that we have. Over 300,000 tons of paper could be recycled, but it's being put into landfills every day. And my answer, landfills is not the answer to all the waste problems of America. By recycling paper, the city can make serious gains towards the Chicago Climate Action Plan, the goal of reducing our carbon emissions. So we are pleased to announce, which Suzanne has, the 2-week neighborhood paper drive. 24 community groups, churches, organizations, aldermen, each ward participate. Basically how we do this. Otherwise, we have to have local residents doing this. Dealing with newspapers, magazines, office paper, all the things that you think paper is made of. At the end of 2 weeks, 5 recycling partners have agreed to take the paper to area recycling facilities. As pointed out, it's a higher demand today, so any money collected from recycling will go back to these organizations and their respective communities. So they can reach out, not just in their community, they can keep reaching out in any part of the city if they want to. In addition to recyclables, cash prizes ranging from $250 to $1,000 will be awarded to the organizations that collect the most of each paper type. I want to commend the 24 organizations that are doing this. It is imperative that we do this because you're going to save a lot of taxpayers' money, and be very frank, on the cost of hauling waste paper through all the landfills. And so that is very important. And the other initiative is really, from my viewpoint, is something that we have to deal with of all the products we're making. So we started a pilot program, and Willie Cade is in charge of this. And we have partnered with Computers for Schools, a program by rebuilders and recyclers that refurnish electronic equipment for students and other needs. Through the partnership, we keep all the computers, laptops, monitors, printer scanners, computers, fax machines, TVs, VCRs, DVDs, players, video games, cell phones, video equipment. That's legally that we can collect. But then Willie just educated me, these are things you cannot, these goes in the landfills. This is amazing. Appliances, salon equipment, household hazardous waste, typewriters, auto stereo, satellites, non-computer cables, non-cellular phones, all that goes in the ground forever. This is amazing. So what we are building in America, how do we recycle everything? And so what we're doing is we have a pilot program going on, and we're really working with them to deal with this problem, because a lot of them are just thrown out in the garbage, or they're just thrown in community. No one knows what to do with them. And so we started a pilot program in the 39th, and we're trying to work out the kinks, what works and what doesn't work, to be very frank, and how people respond to it, and how we notify people, how people participate in it. and the residents in 7 neighborhoods throughout the city received notices from Computer for Schools regarding pickup dates and times. And you have to have almost 2 weeks on this. You have to keep reminding people. It takes a long time, and then you do social media. And this, the first one officially we're going to do is in 19th Ward. And the number of neighborhoods is going to be additional later this month, and pickups in early fall. To participate in the initiative, we've asked residents to leave their old computers and electronic equipment outside their homes. A truck provided by Computers for Schools will drive through the neighborhood collecting the equipment similar to other non-for-profit collection drives. Computers for Schools will delete your personal information. We encourage all residents to proactively remove all sensitive information. Whatever you have and you throw and discard, that is your responsibility. Eliminating the digital divide is a critical part, but this helps with the environment. This is major, and we can recycle these, and that is very, very important for us. And so we're asking for active participation in the 19th Ward. Willie here hires reentry people, dealing with picking up all the equipment and recycling and everything, and driving the trucks is really important for us. Our goal, we have, like, this is the Household Chemical and Computer Recycling Center. So you can drop off household cleaners, oil paste paints, cell phones, compact fluorescent light bulbs, computers, other related equipment right here. And you may think about this, how we have to expand this all over the city, because most of this things go right in your landfills. And that is really something that all of us have to deal with, not only here, but in the suburban and metropolitan and urban communities. You just can't keep putting everything in the land. And so these are 2 wonderful projects, a paper drive, and Willie is handling this computer drive, all types of items accepted, which is really important. We want people to really participate. And we're going to go back and find out what works and what doesn't work on it. It's been a pilot program. We did it once, and we're going to continue to do this. And eventually we're going to go, we did some high rises to find out how successful it is, you know, what people do with all this equipment. And I think these are 2 wonderful programs that will help the environment tremendously and also rebuild lives in the community as well. Thank you.